Hey there, everybody. How we doing?
Hey.
Welcome into this edition of ESPN FC's Extra Time. Ale, Shaka, Seb, and I believe Stewart Robson is still with us. There he is.
Yeah.
Maybe we get Stewart to ride the bike next time.
Team player.
Working late.
Stewart and the old bicycle diaries. That's what I want.
Everybody else is having dinner. Stu is here with us. Yeah.
Actually, our first question is for Robbo. The only question that needs an answer today is, Robbo, where did you get those boots, mate? And I didn't know there was a cowboy convention happening this week in England. The boots that are being referred to here, and this is why, Robbo, you can never you could never trust yourself around Dan Thomas.
Hello.
You know, he put you on blast.
Well, I can trust. Let me say, I can trust myself around Dan Thomas. I just don't trust Dan Thomas. That's the big thing. I mean, we were sitting at a table having a nice coffee, and there he was taking pictures of my boots, which I thought were quite fashionable and quite comfortable, and I quite like them. But Dan's got no style, as you know. So, although he is an influencer, so he tells me these days.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Is that what he's doing these days?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Little underreported on the boots situation. Very tight jeans.
Oh,
Yes.
Very tight
You're
jeans.
so focused on the boots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Form-fitting jeans.
Yeah.
Hey, style. I think they call it, Ali. I'm not sure.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
In the 70s.
Shaka,
Yeah.
why do you think Prime Buffon is better than Prime Neuer? Neuer won the Champions League twice, whereas Buffon did not. Also, Neuer is better than Buffon with his feet and sweeper-keeping abilities.
Listen, I just think in terms of a presence in the goal, there's not been anybody better than Gigi Buffon. Just in terms of, as we were discussing off air earlier, when you turn around and you look at your goalkeeper, I don't think anybody fills you with more confidence than Gigi Buffon.
And why were we having that conversation, Shaq?
We were discussing another goalkeeper who maybe did not.
Well, don't worry, I'll say it. Jordan Pickford, who doesn't fill me with any sort of confidence.
He played well today.
Every time
I know he was at fault for the penalty, but he played well today.
But every time you look back at Jordan Pickford, and this guy's like, he's yelling at somebody, he's jumping, and he's going this way, he's doing that. I don't want that from my goalkeeper. I just want him to be there, calm, full of confidence, and just make the saves when it's necessary. That's all. That's all I'm asking for.
Next question comes from Natum's interior decorator for Robbo. With Reece James reportedly out for the World Cup, how massive a blow is it for England? And who would you start at right back in the first game of the World Cup?
Well, that all depends whether Walker is fit, because Walker would be my number one choice if he's fit. I wouldn't have Alexander-Arnold anywhere near the team. I think it's a massive blow that Reece James isn't fit. But yes, if Walker's fit, he would be the first one. And of course, Trippier. If those three, if he can't play, Trippier would be the next one to play at right back. But Walker would be my number one choice. Trippier second if James can't play.
Shaka, next question's for you. We've gone down this road before with you.
Okay.
Why can't Ronaldo be the GOAT if he wins the World Cup this year, contrary to how Messi can be? His stats and accolades are among the best, if not the best.
As I keep saying, when you're judging players from different generations, I think for me the decider is the World Cup. Messi, Ronaldo are from the same generation, and in my opinion, Messi's a better player.
And you stand, yeah.
I don't know what else to add to that.
Oh.
It's funny because
very clear. Very clear.
Here he's the pro-Messi guy, but then oftentimes you're also the anti-Messi guy.
No, I'm not the anti-Messi guy.
I'm just saying you're versatile. I'm not taking a shot.
I've been labored with that.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not anti-Messi at all.
No.
If you know Shaq at all, you know he's slippery.
Yes, yeah.
You can't really catch him. You know? He's a moving target.
What's the next question? Just move on.
It's actually about the game that you had an eye on today. Spurs beating Everton. Given the victory, and they're 1 point back at the top of the table, can they challenge for the league title this season?
I tell you what, the football that Spurs played from 45 to 56 when they scored, that is good Spurs, and that is a Spurs that can not better than City, but they can at least make a decent run for it. My issue is, every time Spurs get themselves in the lead, every time things seem to want to come together, they just revert to this very negative, we sit back and soak up pressure, and that version of Spurs is nowhere near good enough.
Robbo,
and that version comes out far too often.
Robbo, you love Antonio Conte. Can Spurs challenge for the title?
I loved him when he was manager of Inter. I loved him when he was manager of Juventus and Chelsea. And I loved him when he was the Italian manager. I'm not enjoying this form of Antonio Conte. It's not how he used to play under those teams. He used to always try and dominate the game, win the game in the first 20 minutes by blowing the opposition apart, by closing the ball down quickly. I don't quite understand why he wants to be so defensive at the moment and just play on the counter-attack. Perhaps he doesn't actually trust Spurs as a team.
You think Spurs fans will lose patience with the way he's doing it? Robbo?
No, I don't think they'll lose patience while they're winning. This is the best amount of points they've had after this stage of a season in the Premier League, so they will say it's great. But if they start losing games and the football isn't particularly good and they want them to play more attacking football, then they will lose patience with not just him, but the players as well.
All right, we're going to have to dip into the memory bank for this next one. Robbo, what's the best game you've ever commentated on?
The best game I ever commentated on, the best game I ever commentated on. I'm going to struggle to find one here. There was a very exciting game when I was commentating on Arsenal once, and they were 1-0 down to Liverpool, and Thierry Henry, I think, scored a couple of late goals, and that was the first time I saw the Emirates absolutely go mad. It was a fantastic occasion, great result, and for Arsenal fans around the stadium, and it was full of excitement, full of good football as well. Arsenal played brilliantly, so did Liverpool, so that was a good game.
Back when Robbo was still beloved at Arsenal.
Yeah,
Huh?
those days are over.
Back when those jeans were in style.
Easy, steady.
Hey, those jeans form-fitting.
Last question.
I tell you what, Stewie, he's in shape.
He is in shape.
He's got some carbs on him.
He is in shape.
Don't know how he got those carbs in them jeans, but he's got some carbs.
All right, last one for us here. Who will have a better career, Erling Haaland or Kylian Mbappe? Ale, what do you think? What do you say? I mean, right now it's kind of hard to go with Mbappe, right?
Well, it is hard to pick Mbappe, but Mbappe has already won a World Cup, and Erling Haaland is not going to do that. So
Whoa, anti-Norway bias.
Yeah, you hit Norway.
I'm sorry, Norway. I'm sorry.
Sorry to bring it to
Big in
you.
Norway.
You have as good a chance of winning the World Cup as my beloved country of Venezuela.
Right.
It's just not happening, right? So, going by Xhaka's way of evaluating players, then you would have to suggest Mbappe. However, since this is not Xhaka's evaluation, it's my evaluation, I'm going to say Erling Haaland.
Right. If you could pick one of the two to build your team around today?
Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
You didn't bat an eyelash.
No, I didn't. Mbappe we've seen of late.
Yeah.
Is as good a player is. It's hard work.
Robbo, what do you think? Is it as obvious for you as it was for Xhaka?
It's not obvious, but I would go with Erling Haaland because he's a tad younger. He looks though he's going to score goals for fun. He wants to score goals. He's got every attribute you need as a centre forward, and I think he'll get better and better. So I'm going to go with Erling Haaland. That's who I'd build a team around anyway.
All right, so there it is, a 3-for-3 clean sweep.
Who would you,
Erling
let's
Haaland.
ask you.
Yeah.
What would you say?
No.
Who would you build a team around?
As quickly as you, Erling Haaland.
And why is that?
I don't know. It's just better.
Well,
It just great. I think I'm right now. I'm a prisoner of the moment with Mbappe. Like all the negativity and the complaining, it casts doubts on what that's for me.
But negativity and complaining, it seems to be something that you thrive in.
yeah.
Seb, isn't that something where you feel really comfortable with negativity, complaining, just intensity?
That's when you do your best work.
Relax over there, Mr. Sunshine. What are you talking about?
We got him! We got him! We caught a big one.
Robbo, I'm being asked to ask you about Real Madrid and Mbappe. Do you think they should go after him or stay away second time around?
I thought they should stay away from him. I think they've got Benzema as the main striker. They need somebody who can play wide. Having said that, he can play wide and he can play as a centre forward. So if Benzema wasn't playing, is he a good character? Would he fit in with the rest of the team? Oh, go on. I think Real Madrid should go for him. I've changed my mind over the last 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, they should go for him.
All right, one more important bit of business here before we sign off, and that's to take one more look at Robbo's.
Yeah.
Yes!
Focus on the boots, or come for the boots, but then stay with the pants. Yeah? Stay for the jeans.
Wow,
Hey.
man.
Hey, that's
And to your answer, and to your question was, what boots are they? Jeffrey West. They're an English bootmaking company in Northampton. That's who they are. Jeffrey West, very
Sponsored
famous.
boots as well, apparently.
Yeah.
You got them sponsored.
They will be now. They will be now.
No, I'm actually really glad you told us it was Jeffrey West because I was about to Google and, go get myself a pair as well.
Yeah, okay. I dare you to wear them boots.
And I dare you wear the jeans like that too.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.